Next, we will move on to John Board.
Thank you, Representative Elliott. Chair Haskell, Chair Elliott, Ranking Members Whitgos, Ranking Members Haynes and Whitgos, members of the Higher Education and Employment Advancement Committee. Thank you for the opportunity to testify on House Bill 5468, an act concerning college credit for military training, and House Bill 5467, an act establishing fee-free day. My name is John Board. I'm a graduate of the CSCU system and former member of the Student Advisory Committee of the Board of Regents. I'm testifying today as the citizen advocate of these pieces of legislation. I would first like to address 5468. The objective of this legislation is fairly simple. It would require the Board of Regents, in consultation with the institutions of higher education, to adopt the recommended guidelines set out by the American Council on Education and consider such veterans' existing college-level knowledge acquired through military or life experience every 5 years. Since 2014, the Veterans Affairs and Higher Education Committees have expressed their commitment and support for finding ways to have our service members use their relevant experience towards their university degree. While this concept already exists in statute, there is no time frame, no review time frame placed in the statute. Adopting this little change will ensure that our education system is keeping up with military advancements as it relates to MOSs and setting up our veterans for a successful future. As it relates to the passage and implementation of 5467, this policy will provide relief to our students and will boost enrollment at our public institutions of higher education. For the last 3 years, the state of Colorado has hosted fee-free application day, where prospective students' application fees were waived. Colorado sets the requirements for this program as simply all state residents qualify for free application day. As long as residents submit their online application and other required personal statements or essays as prescribed by the state, any supplemental documents can be submitted at a later date. According to the Colorado Department of Higher Education and Governor Jared Polis, the 2020 free application day, students submitted more than 57,000 applications, saving more than $2.3 million. There was a 28% increase over the previous year, and nearly 1/3 of applications were submitted by first-generation students. If we want to make a serious effort in erasing equity gaps, the racial disparities in enrollment as well as graduation, there is a way to complete this. This is the way to complete the task. Nearly half of the applicants from Colorado's fee-free application day were submitted by students of color. As I've spoken with both education committees out in Colorado, and staff is willing to assist with providing supplemental research as well as a budgetary impact all the way through to.
Excuse me, John, you've gone over the 3-minute limit. Please summarize. Thank you.
For the record, I didn't hear the bell, Jeannie, but lastly, I wanted to just quickly respond to both Vice President Frust and Mr. Bradbury's testimony as it relates to UConn.
John, please summarize. We can't broadcast a bell. It doesn't work. I'm timing it on my phone. You're well over the 3-minute limit, so please summarize. Thank you very much.
I would just ask that members of the committee inquire about responding to Mr. Frust and Mr. Bradbury's testimony. With that, thank you for your time and consideration. I'm happy to and prepared to answer any questions which the committee may have. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Do any members have any questions? Seeing none. Oh, we do, from Representative Haynes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, John, for being here today. We appreciate it. And if you want to summarize your remarks in regards to the two testimonies that we heard earlier, we'd love to hear it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Representative Haynes. While I submitted the concept of fee-free application day to Ranking Member Haynes, it was not tied to the completion of a FAFSA. So if really that's the only hurdle that UConn has, hopefully the committee could clear that up and UConn would be willing to support. As it relates to Mr. Bradbury's concerns, quite frankly, this is your answer. I would say instead of working with the governor's office, work with your legislature partners, work with students, work with the SAC, work with your alumni to find a solution. This program, Fee-Free Application Day, has been successful out in Colorado, and I am extremely confident that it would be successful here in Connecticut. Thank you, Representative Haynes, for the opportunity.
Thank you, John. Appreciate your insights, and thanks for being here today.
Absolutely, and thank you for sponsoring both of these pieces of legislation.
Thank you, Representative. Any other questions? Seeing none, we'll move on. Thank you, John. Next, we have Kevin